Hi you guys, thank you so much for joining me. In this video, I'm going to show you how I create a bold eyebrow. So let's get started. So right now, when I fill in my brows, I've been using pencils a lot. The pencil that I use changes all the time. I'll kind of just grab whatever is like close to me or whatever I have around. Right now I'm using Benefit's Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I'm using the shade number 5. And what I do first is I always start by brushing my hairs up. This just combs the hairs in place before you start drawing in your eyebrows. Now what I do is I create a line underneath the brow, just following my natural shape where it starts here. I'll just kind of go straight and then I'll just bring it down and fill in any like gap that I have. So just going straight down like that. And then I like to move straight into the tail, kind of just going in like this and filling it out. With this pencil, it's so pigmented that you want to use a light hand. I struggled with this at first, but you get the hang of it. Then lightly, I just kind of fill in the front of the brow. And then here, I'll brush out the brow again just to soften everything up. You don't really have to make everything so perfect because we are going to clean it up with concealer. Right here in the front, you see how you have that line? I take my brush vertically and I'll kind of just go up. Then right here, I'll create just a soft little line to connect the arch, just to bring it, give it a little more definition. You don't want like a harsh line. And then I'll just brush it out. I brush out my eyebrows a lot just so that it doesn't look so drawn on. Okay, so now that I have my basic shape down, I'm going to take some concealer and clean up the brow. I'm going to be using Tarte's Shape Tape, and this is in the shade Light Neutral. Just take some of that on the back of my hand, and then using a flat brush. So you could use like a small concealer brush, just like this. Take some concealer, and I'll start really lightly carving everything out. This, I feel like, is the huge trick to getting really nice brows, is just cleaning them up afterwards. Just follow that natural, or it's not natural because we drew it in, but follow that line that we created and just clean everything up. This is good too for if you have like, if your eyebrows are grown out a little bit and you have some hairs right here, covers that up. Don't worry about getting concealer on your eyebrows, because when we brush out our eyebrows again, it kind of just makes that disappear. And this is too where I will take my concealer down onto my eyelid to prime them for shadow. Keep in mind, I already had makeup on. Normally, I've started doing this like as the first step in my makeup routine, so I wouldn't have, you know, all this foundation on and everything. And then with whatever I have left, I'll clean up the inside here. Okay, now take a little bit more. This time you don't want to use a lot. Just take a little bit, and we're going to clean up the top. For this, you can use your foundation. If your concealer is lighter than your foundation, you can use a foundation for here so that it's not highlighting, you know, the top of your brow. So it kind of all just matches. Follow the brow you created, and then I like to do the concealer too, because it kind of perfects like that tail. We're just gonna clean everything up, sharpen up that tail there. I always mess up in this little arch, so just go back in with your pencil. So once you like your brow, I think we're pretty good. I'm gonna brush this out a little bit just because I did get some concealer on those brow hairs. Now take your brow gel. I'm using Urban Decay's Brow Tamer in Warm Brown. I don't think they make this anymore, but Anastasia's clear brow gel is good too. And I'm gonna brush that through. You wanna brush your brow hairs up here. If they're like crazy long, just trim them. I haven't trimmed mine in quite a bit, but they're okay right now. And you're just gonna go up, and then here, kind of follow like the natural growth, and then at the tail bring it down. And then if this happens up here where you get some brow gel, just take your concealer and kind of perfect that again. And that's it. That's how I go from a sad brow to a happy brow. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the process again on this brow. Okay, and that's how I create a more of a bold eyebrow. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I'm slowly